Good afternoon, everyone. FM Left Winger here, and just another quick update on the Cliftonville save. So, I think in between the last video and this, I just played a game or two. I like to go on an exercise bike and play for like 20 minutes to half an hour to get a bit of exercise in and not just sit at a desk all day. Especially now we're not allowed to go outside more than once. I'm sure we're all following those rules and not just being careful. And avoiding the police. The less I sound that, the better. But yeah, so I think last time we played Glenavon and Glentoran, and I played Carrick Rangers, who I very surprisingly lost to, because I think they're bottom of the league, or they were probably before they beat us, because they had 0 points before. Now they're on 3. And then we played Glentoran in the cup, and I played the best players for that, I think, because it's kind of an important cup game. Yeah, there's a lot of the big names in the team there, and I think for the 1-0 loss I played Stephen Hill in the first team. He played quite badly, which is quite disappointing because he's the young prospect centre midfield, but he's very young. He's literally like 16, I think. Yeah, and he's English despite being from a Northern Irish club and youth team, and he's from Saffron Walden. I've got no idea what that is, but he's got no connection to Northern Ireland by the looks of it. Yeah, he's trained in Northern Ireland, but he's English national. Anyway, so let's a quick look at the upcoming schedule. There's no big games, unfortunately, at this point in the season, and there's a few interesting teams in the league that we're looking forward to playing against. So we've got Lana, who have been bought out by I don't know if he's a millionaire or a billionaire in Northern Ireland. So have a quick look at the Belfast Telegraph to confirm he's a millionaire. Founded I think they're an estate agents company called Biffle Bricks, and he's just pumping money into the club, and have gone up from being in the second flight of Northern Irish football to now being in the top flight. I don't know how they're doing this season in real life, but they're just kind of something interesting. And Linfield, who are playing a few months from now, who are top of the league currently, and I think they might have won the league last season. Yeah, they are the Protestant club, and I don't think they have particularly bad politics. I should say, sorry, at this point as well, a lot of the extra information I've got has come from a Cliftonville fans YouTube account that have been very nicely commenting on my videos and adding extra information, because a lot of these clubs I just don't know the local the local context. But yeah, so this YouTube account has given me a lot of information. So Linfield, the Protestant club in Belfast as well, I assume, because Cliftonville are in Belfast and they're the Catholic club, and Crusaders are also a local rival who will probably play in the next video. But with Linfield, it's the big political rival. I don't know if they're necessarily right wing. I don't think they're necessarily right wing, but they certainly don't support LGBTQ, as the YouTube account pointed out, and the majority of the fans don't, which is, in my book, quite right wing. But yeah, so we'll play them later on, and before then we've got a lot of just a quick update on the games. So smaller clubs like Institute and Queen's University in the Cup. So I think we'll use the second game as an opportunity to play some of our young players, and we'll look at some of the youth prospects, because I don't think we're going to win the league this year. I think it's going to be more of a long-term, 2 or 3 seasons at least, aspiration. Cool, so I've skipped up to the point where we're about to play the match. I probably should have skipped up to this point before, but I didn't, so yeah, I'm just going to change the team quickly. So I want Zark to be in the first team. He's not had the best start to the season. We had a lot of middling performances from him early on. I think you can see that somewhere around here instead. No, he's got a pretty good average rating there, but I think a lot of those is friendlies, so I'm not that confident. But Chris Curran is not very fit right now, so I'm going to take him off the bench and put Tom Maguire there, and that will do us. We want to win this game, because this is the league game, and we weirdly been a bit disappointing in the other game against a weaker team. So against Carrick Rangers, what they were. Oh, I was going to check as well quickly. So just to give another indication of where the clubs are in the league. I want team stats. I like to do this just to give us an indication of the sort of financial things that they're facing against, because every league has different big clubs and money. And as you can see, this is why I was researching Lana and found out they've been bought out by a millionaire, is because their salary per annum is massive compared to any club. It's literally more than 6 times ours. It's more than twice Linfield's. They were very disappointing last season, but you'd assume that after a certain period of time they're just going to rev up and become a killer in the league. Linfield are not that far behind, but the Crusaders are second and third. Crusaders are another local rival, I think, as well. So yeah, we've got a few top teams that we haven't played yet. Basically, we played Glentoran and Glenavon, and we did very well against them. Well, the second game against whichever one I played twice was a bit more close. Yeah, and in terms of transfer spend, there's Lana again at the top, absolutely dominating. Only they and the other 2 clubs that I mentioned a second ago, the high salaries, actually spent more money than they got in this season. We're there at the bottom, which is often a good sign for me, to be honest. I find that with these saves, it's often good to be the one that has sold the most players, because you end up freeing up money to buy more players, and that kind of wheeler-dealer tactic works very well in these saves, I find, because you sell someone who plays a lot for you, then you normally bring in at least one player who's as good, maybe in a different position, and then maybe you get an extra player who becomes later on as good or whatever. It kind of works out better long term that way, even if it means signing some big players. Cool, so let's just start the game. And this is against Institute, that was it, who are mid to lower end of the league, and hopefully we win again. Zizok has not responded that well to anything I've said in any of the pre-match games, but he also didn't respond well to that. I'll just skip the tunnel as well. Yeah, and from watching the Cliftonville fans YouTube account as well, and speaking to the account owner on in their comments on my videos, I realise now that Joe Gormley is actually one of their key players historically, and I assume he's a bit of a fan favourite, like Billy Sharp at Sheffield United. And I can't remember his name, McDermott, I think, the right back that I sold, also a good player, but yeah, I had to go for the money. So yeah, we want to keep Joe Gormley for as long as we can. He's getting on a bit as well. He's 30 years old, so I'm thinking he's probably going to be replaced soon. Oh, that's a good cross from Casement. He should have put that in, really. But yeah, I see him as a long-term player to replace, but probably not anytime soon. Because the formation I normally play as normally relies on having a very strong striker. God, it's not any highlights in this game. It's only 32 minutes. Yes. Oh no, I think this might be a Institute highlight. Maybe we're playing too cautiously. I'm going to switch to balanced. It's a good pass. No. Oh, Albacan. I wonder where he's from with a name like Albacan. Nigerian. Sounded like Southeast Asian to me, like Indonesian or something. Albacan, I guess. But yeah, we should be playing a lot better than this. I'm concerned that we might concede a goal before they do. Oof. That left back is not doing the best job of defending over there. Oh, surely the keeper should have saved that. Albacan, the Nigerian wonder. I was going to say as well, I fear that I may have had the highlights on extended, whereas I probably want key to make it a little bit quicker. A lot of these videos are quite long. Go on, Ives. Oh, we're not playing very well this game. This might be. Let me just pause and show some passion. But yeah, I'm switching to key because the games have been very long, and while I tend to like to see more of the game for a video, I think it's probably a better idea to have less highlights. even on a game like this where there's very few highlights. I've got to give them a grilling after that. It was a bad performance. And not many of them, these guys haven't played too badly. I might give them some encouragement. I need to give Gary Breen a kick up the arse. 6.5 is not acceptable. I'm lucky if he's made a difference actually, yeah. Yes. Both responded well to that, didn't they? Yeah, let's give Gary Breen a very specific kick up the arse. I'm not happy with your performance, Gary. Yeah, I normally give a lot of feedback during these things. Yeah, I think we might struggle in this game against Institute. I might have to make some subs. McManaman's playing badly. I've got a good sub left midfielder as well. Hopefully I put him on. I don't know. McKinney, there he is. I've got a squeaky mouse. You might have heard. Oh, Flanagan, come on, you got Brandt. Is he onside? Oh, he's offside. Fuck's sake. I thought that was too good to be true. I'm going to take him off, I think, soon. He's just not. Oh, straight to the young one, McKeown. He's got to. He's not going to shoot, is he? Oh, bugger. Yeah, McManaman's passing. I'm just taking him off. He's playing terribly. Mitchell McKennie on. And Doherty as well needs to come off for someone. Demirovic didn't play too well in the last two games that I skipped, so I've sort of given him a bit more time to ease into the squad. So I'm going to play Stephen Hill. He's very young, but hopefully he can handle it. And actually we're going to go attacking. And I might take Gormley off. No, he's playing quite well actually. Or maybe Zalk. A bit concerned we're going to lose this over quick. We're going to have to get more attacking, I think. Shadow striker. And advance forward. I don't think he's very good at passing, which would be a concern if he's now advanced forward. It's not that bad actually. And I'm going to take Zoc off for Tom Maguire. And let's just hope that does get us a cheeky shot at the end or something. I don't think there's going to be any highlights now. I think Institute are going to wrap up the game. Oh, I can't believe how close he was. Oh. Oh, Maguire. Maybe he's too spread out. I need to get disrupt the highlight a little bit, but I need some more players getting forward. If they score, it's not going to matter, but he nearly had him there in Casement, I think. It is Casement, isn't it? There he is, Casement nearly had him. Oh, they've been ravaging us down the left wing as well the whole game. Oh, I thought that was a wonderful pass, but it wasn't. Yeah, I think they're playing very wide. And we are not matching them with the fullbacks. God, McKinney, he's just come on. Oh, he's offside. Oh, Gormley. That's 2 offside goals ruled out. I'm going to have to go very attacking. Pause and it miss a highlight. I thought there was a box for putting your players to play high. Yeah, that's it. I mean, play high as in a higher line, not play high. Yeah, and I want to confirm changes. There we go. Yeah, Brandt's the German player, I think. German, yeah, that I loaned from St. Pauli. The comrade from St. Pauli. Yeah, there he is. Casement. Oh. Oh my god, I can't believe that. I was terrible defending. Yeah, McLaughlin's error that led to the goal out the bottom. Oh, now the question comes: do we continue to attack or do we defend? I'm feeling ambitious and our team is knackered. Oh, fuck. No, we got this. Maybe I shouldn't attack quite so much. Oh, I don't know. He who dares wins or whatever. They've got I think they brought on 2 more players just. But the momentum's on our side. But it's an atrocious pass. I think that was Brandt. They've not been hitting balls over the top though, so maybe a high defensive line's not too bad. I normally see it as a terrible idea because I normally play. That was close from what? Fucking hell, could say from Leo. But yeah, I normally play with kind of poacher players. I love players like Jamie Vardy, so I do a lot of running behind the defence. Oh my god! Oh, I can't believe I missed. Thank God we clung on to that. Maybe I should have defended. I was too ambitious. Oh wow! I don't know what to say to the boys after that. Disappointing, I guess. Yeah, let's say it. They should have won that game earlier on. We should have been playing better in the first half. I told Gormley he played well though. He was just unlucky. He had a good game actually at the end, weirdly. Oh, because he scored the goal, of course. Right place at the right time. I always do this, so I always give the players that get subbed off time they pay shit basically. If I subbed them off for playing badly anyway. Sweet. There we go. Okay, yeah, I skipped to the next game because the save's quite slow, so there's a lot of just news and a few saves as well. It all moves quite slowly as a result. Just things that you would have missed in between is that the worry about Joe Gormley being very upset about because we sold the right back McDermott and he was very upset about that, so we had to strengthen the first team. We stand by Joe now. I know he's a big part of the team. I understand his concerns and we bought a few players and he's calmed down about it now, so he's happy to continue and not complain. And that was just the news that he said that. And the manager of the month was announced and David Healy won manager of the month at Linfield, and I didn't know that David Healy was managing, especially our rival. Fans of English football, especially people, I have a friend who was a Preston North End fan, so I'm very aware of David Healy. Will have heard of him. Cool. Just gonna play our game. Yeah, so I put a lot of young players into the team, including Stuart Robinson, who's a 16-year-old centre back. He's on the bench, I think, 'cause he's still a bit young to be given a game. But we're kind of playing all the reserve players, giving them a chance against a very weak Queen's University Belfast team. I might even have known people that went to Queen's University Belfast. I assume this is like connected, but not the actual official team. I don't know. But yeah, and some of the players are a bit young, so I'm going to give them no pressure, of which none of them responded. Hopefully this all holds together. But also the board don't care about this cup at all. And they don't care about any of the cups at all. They only care about the league. So it's not the end of the world if we drop out. And their goalkeeper apparently is quite bad. It's not that bad. I can't really see his stats very well, but yeah, they're not bad going forward, but they're quite bad at the back. So I'm hoping that if we attack, then we'll see some sparks fly and hopefully some goals. I've already got two yellow cards for one of each of my centre backs. Yeah, and I thought I'd play Donnelly despite his low condition, just because it's just such an easy game, and he's not running forward. He's the defensive one. I switched the formation around because we put Shiana Foster at right back, and he likes to attack. So, that's a silly goal. I don't know what the keeper was doing and what happened, but McKinney got us a goal, so we'll just hold on. Leo Brown is like on open contract. He's quite young as well. It's quite a nice pass from him actually. But yeah, he's only 20. Got a lot of the young players in the team. 2017. Chris Curran's 29. But yeah, so a lot of the young players are given a run out. I think this might just be an incredibly easy game, so I'm going to try and fly through it quickly, and I'll give you a quick summary of some of the young players as well. Oh, no one cares, I'm just going to skip. For some reason no one responded very well to the feedback. But yeah, so the big one is Stephen Hill. He's the one that I'm very ambitious about. Optimistic about. His stats are flying up as well, because he's getting the odd first team game. McKinney at left midfield is also quite good. Let's let Hill take the free kick. Oh yes! I don't think he's even got a good free kick take. Oh, 14 actually. It's very good. Very good for this level. But yeah, so Stephen Hill. I'll skip it because you all just saw it. McKinney I'm quite excited about as well. He's only 17 and he's already got quite a few good stats. These are exactly the stats that I want. I'd buy a player with these kind of stats. Oh, Hill. Just did that defender there. Just made him into a ghost. McKeown, it's all I bought in. He's very optimistic about his potential as centre back. I think Baird's not bad. He's 21. He's not good though, really, but it's quite expensive. So I'm paying $750 a week for him. No, 160. He's worth $750. Go on, McKinney. Where's the striker? Where the fuck is Leo Brown? Oh, that was not the most exciting attack I've ever seen. After this highlight, I'm gonna make some subs. I'm gonna give Stuart Robinson the game. The centre back. Oof, that was close. I'm gonna bring McKeon off because he normally plays in the first team. Why is Stuart Robinson? Oh, he's a centre back defensive midfield. He's probably better in defensive midfield, but I don't need a DM for this game. I just want to give him some game time. There's only 5 subs in the cup. Well, I'm glad I didn't need those strikers that I put at the bottom then. I had McCrudden just in case I wanted to give him a game as well, but it doesn't matter so much now. I might just want to rest. There's no one ready to rest. Although Stuart Baird's been playing goal lately. I think I might want to play him, give him a run in the first team. So let's just bring Casement on, and yeah, I think that'll do. I don't really want to play Brant. You know what? I want to give them different feedback. I want no pressure. And I want Casement. I'll just leave him actually. Nothing to say. Cool. But yeah, Baird, I think it's took off. He's been doing quite well in training. Normally it's Stephen Hill. Normally Stephen Hill is bossing the training for some reason every week. He's having a great game as well. But Stuart Baird recently, the last 2 weeks, has been the best performing. So I thought I'm going to give him a run in the team soon. So I don't want to knacker him in this cup game against Queen's University Belfast. Perfect. Yeah. I don't need to say anything, no one's happy about that. I'm going to tell Stephen Hill he had a great game as well though. Wait, what have I just done? So very happy with Stephen Hill. He also doesn't care. I don't know what happened. I guess they just don't care about the tournament. Maybe that's why it's come up. But yeah, so that's the another episode for us here at Cliftonville. Our second episode of Cliftonville, yeah, but 5th episode overall. And going forward, I'm probably going to play a few more games and go for a quick cycle. It would be nice to get the Crusaders game in and watch it, but definitely we're going to get Lana, or Larn, I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, and Linfield's the big one. We'll make sure we'll get that in a video, but we'll see. I might just play this without and then give an update after. I wish it was Crusaders and Lana, but they've spread them all out. There's like 2 or 3 games between all the ones that we care about. Hopefully not so much towards the end of the season. Excellent, so thank you for watching the video, especially if you got all the way through to this point, and Please subscribe if you want to hear more. I'm just going to put some links in the video as well, just to the Cliftonville fans YouTube account, and just some of the sources that I got some information from. And have a nice evening. Bye.